Well, we're live here at the Sundown Tavern for episode 22. And we have special guest in the building here at the Sundown Tavern in Ruston, Louisiana, is Mr. Ben Allen Curry. Thank you. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you, lady. Thank you. Woo! Where the special is always hot and ready to go today, son. All right, so Ben, good to have you.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. So tell the people what you do.
Well, I do a lot of things. I'm a artist. I'm a working man. I'm a dad. All the things.
All the things. Well, and within the last year, you've kind of been on a. You moved your family out west.
Yeah. So I was traveling back and forth. You know, I was gone 2-3 weeks at a time. So I started out in the oil field, 2010, and actually moved out there and lived in a little 24-foot camper.
All right.
For probably, several years with a 100-pound black lab. So it was, it was tight quarters. And
not a lot of space.
A real dog, not a girlfriend, a real dog.
Big boy, yeah. And so I did that for several years and obviously settled down, got married, started having kids. And, once you have babies, it's a whole different ball game. I couldn't be away from them anymore. So
that's right.
Yeah,
and plus living in a camper,
right.
Not living in one, I couldn't.
Yeah, it's tough. So we decided to bite the bullet and buy a house out in Midland, and we moved out there today is almost a year ago. Yeah.
Wow. Well, congrats, man.
Appreciate it.
So he lives out in West Texas, and he was able to come back in town for this podcast, and we're very appreciative of him.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason why I'm bringing all that up is because of course, you played around when you lived here. You played around here,
sure.
Did your thing like that.
Yeah.
But some of the places that you're playing out there, you're starting to get the music. You're in the music scene over there now.
Yeah. It's kind of the place that my music is most suited for, right? Because for the longest time, it's working in oil fields what I did. So naturally, I just kind of wrote songs about that kind of stuff, and those kind of people out there, it's hardworking oil field folks. They tend to agree with the things I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
That's right.
And in my whole life, I was like, I never want to be a Frank Foster or these guys that are just stuck to the oil field. But kind of the way it's happened so far. So.
Yeah. Well, I think people resonate with that kind of music because you just it's what y'all relate to.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's good, honest, genuine music. That's what I like.
Yeah. Well, there's there's three really just the oil field songs is Oil Field Money, Midland, and Rig Welder. So, and Rig Welder was kind of a joke.
Yeah.
Making fun of welders, and it really kind of it kind of took off, and all the guys are like, hell yeah, that's my song, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
So
well, the Rig Welder song too it's got a good beat in there too for that song.
It jams. The fiddle is what really kind of cranks it up for me. It's just got that like a rhythmish fiddle that just kind of guides it. I love it. It's a good tune.
Well, tell us how you got started in it, man. You picked up a guitar on a rig one day, or
No, actually, I was. I don't know how I got started in music. Just seeing buddies play the guitar, and I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. And my dad, I was always obsessed with Stevie Ray Vaughan. So
of course,
growing up watching Austin City Limits and seeing videos of him play the guitar, and I just I knew that's what I wanted to do, right? And then, of course, it was funny. I didn't know this till a couple years ago, but I always wondered how I got connected with Adam Hood. And so, from a young age, Adam Hood was there. And, because he used to play around here quite a bit, too. So I grew up listening to him and Chris Knight. And that's kind of how the songwriting thing took off. But I was either listening to a podcast of him, and he had a deal with Microsoft or somebody. Yeah. When a new computer was sold, Adam's music was on it. And so, in 2006, when my brother started going to school, my parents bought him a new computer. Yeah. And that CD was on there, his first original CD that had Play Something We Know. And
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so that's how that's how we started listening. And of course, Napster was a thing back in the day. So, getting to listen to all that music, that's really kind of what's interested me in songwriting.
About how old were you?
Shoot. 13 or so.
Okay, you've been doing this a minute.
Oh yeah, I'm 36 now, so
I'm catching up.
yeah.
I'm catching up.
You'll get there one day.
I'll get there one day.
Well, it started. I mean, just kind of, learning cover songs, just like everybody else starts out, and then realized I was never going to be Stevie Ray Vaughan or never going to be a really, really good guitar player. So I was like, well, maybe I can write a song, and so I started picking around, and it really got serious. So I went to 2009. I developed a little bit of a drug addict, drinking problem, and went to treatment and started kind of writing some songs in treatment, and then got out, and that's really when it really kind of took off. I took it serious, started writing songs, and then went back to college and graduated. And then,
where'd you go to school?
So I'm from Ruston, so I graduated Ruston High, and then after I got out of treatment, I started working for a local electrical company digging ditches basically, and I was like,
Yep.
Man, they don't have keys to these shovels, like this ain't for me. So I was like, right. I was actually working at that time. I started working for the college doing research, little facility. They do construction, and there was a guy from Arkansas there, and I thought he was just the stupidest, hillbilliest person I know. And I was like, man, if he can go back to school and get a degree, I was like,
I can too.
I can too, baby. So
that's right.
I went back to tech and got a construction engineering degree, and that's kind of
cool, man.
That's what landed me in the oil field.
Yeah. Sweet. Sweet.
So have you ever played up here at Sundown?
I have I think once or twice. Yeah, I came up here. Jordan Shepard was up here playing one time, and we got together, played a few songs, and then Grant Terry, who's also another Ruston native songwriter in Nashville, he was up here playing one time, and I let him borrow my stuff and came up here and jammed with him a little bit.
That's cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yes, we always like to ask that because Sundown's always has been a hub, really. And it's funny because I don't think we really realized that until we all started doing the podcast up here.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
We was like, wow.
Everybody passes through here.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more business that we kind of been a part of here, we started to realize, like, wow, like this place literally has had everybody come through.
Yeah. And a lot of people got their start.
Yeah.
Maybe their first gig here, their first opportunity too. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I mean, was your first kind of gig in Ruston, or?
Man, the first thing I ever played, it was a little talent show at the Dixie.
Yeah.
I can't remember what year it was. Probably 2010. Yeah.
Okay.
And, I played an original song up there, and I think I got third place. And that was the first introduction to live playing. Yeah.
Do you remember who won?
I think it was a girl named Meredith Nelson, and she was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
She's I think her dad is a DJ and does a lot of kind of stuff for 94.1 or something like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Lloyd Nelson.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But Meredith, she's incredible.
Meredith.
She's really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I asked that tongue in cheek too, though.
Yeah.
Because you didn't win, so you remember who won?
Well, of course.
Of course, man. It's funny. My first gig was actually at a talent show when I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've been doing this a while too, right? I mean, kind of coming up with Monty and.
Yeah. I grew up in South Louisiana. Everybody knows kind of my story already, but grew up in South Louisiana for 9 years down in Thibodaux. 2006 came. We moved up here to Ruston. I was 9 years old. I had a couple of guitars, and that's it. I saw Guns N' Roses play on YouTube, and that was it. Stevie Ray Vaughan, all those guys. Yeah. I fell in love with it, man, and then so I picked it up, and I haven't put it down in almost 20 years.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Well, see, it's really another thing that got me started was actually Monty. When I was probably 14 or 15, my sister, she's 10 years older than me, so she used to sneak me up to Ponchatoula's late at night, and Monty be playing, and
that's right.
That's some mighty fine dancing. That's all. He'd always say that, and I was like, man, that is just the coolest thing.
I know.
Well, and I brought up Sundown, talking about how it's funny how Sundown is like the magnet for all the people to East. But so is Monty. I didn't even think about. Everybody that's come through here has something to do with money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Or has been influenced by something.
Yeah. That case behind you, that road case. Well, it's not actually a road
Yeah.
case. That's actually his.
Yeah, well, that's the first thing I noticed because I remember him always carrying a suitcase like that.
Yeah, I got that from him. Just,
I gotta get one of those.
yeah.
We've how many albums you got out?
Well, I did a full length album. The first thing I put out was a full length, like 10-song record.
What was the name of it?
That's a good question. I'd have
Yeah, that's okay.
I can't remember. Put me on the spot.
Yeah.
It was so it had Oilfield Money, it had Rig Welder, and then after that I put out the single Car Guy, which they played 107.5
Yeah.
quite a bit, played it around, and then I put out like a 4 or 5 song acoustic EP.
Yeah.
Which really, I mean, to me, and I'm sure y'all can relate, like that's how I hear all my songs. It's like
Yep, absolutely.
acoustic. So I was like,
Right.
and plus
Yeah.
being such a big Chris Knight, Adam Hood fan,
Of course.
and that's
Very acoustic driven.
yeah, very acoustic driven. So I wanted to do something like that and kind of stick to the roots.
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
I'd really love to keep doing that, just
Yeah.
because my thing is like I'm only performing because I have to. Like
Yeah.
you know, if I want to get my songs out there, they got to be heard, right? So
Yeah.
you got to play them. Like I don't necessarily enjoy standing on a stage and playing for 3 hours, especially not cover songs. You know,
Right.
I mean,
Oh,
if it's
yeah.
a songwriter deal where I get to share my music and people react to it, like I do enjoy that. But
Yeah.
playing live shows really is not
Yeah.
what I like to do. It's just I enjoy songwriting and I love the production
Yeah.
of creating the music. You know,
Amen.
like taking a song that's acoustic and then
Yeah.
3-4 weeks later hearing it how it comes out. Like,
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. I'm actually addicted to the production of things.
Yeah.
That's why I like. We started this podcast. Like I love media stuff, videography, whatever. And then like when I was about to say, where did you do your recording at?
So the first thing I did, which was one of the songs, it was Midland. There was a couple other that I kind of put out very first. Actually found this deal online. It was a kind of online service, and they can, you know, provide you with different players and stuff. And
Okay, yeah.
but it was really disconnected. You
That's
know,
right.
like it just. You know, there are people from like California or wherever, and they're
Right.
just kind of coming together.
Yeah, it's just like network like session players.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what it was. And then after that, the sound wasn't really there, and
Right.
I met a guitar player online from South Louisiana, and then he had a drummer, and then
Yeah.
he hooked me up with the producer, and these are the same guys that I've been using pretty much after like the third song that I put out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're just meshed now. Like they know the sound that I'm looking for, and
Yeah.
I think they actually used the drummer on your song. Was it Fishing, right? Yeah, the drummer that I use, because Steel Records lost their drummer, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
What was his name?
Brian Petrie, he's the
Okay.
drummer, and then Justin
Petrie.
Lewis. Justin Lewis is on the guitar, which he's an absolutely incredible guitar player, and then Tony Ardwin, which these are all guys from Lafayette.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to do some work out there at Dockside Studio.
Yeah. Okay.
On the Vermilion River.
Yeah, I think those guys. I know Brian has recorded there.
Yeah. It's an awesome place.
Yeah.
I say all that, man, but yeah, I was wondering like just where you get your sound from, because I mean, as you know, like different studios have different sounds, different players have different like tendencies or whatever, you know. But once you find that group, man, you just stick with it, you know. But
Yeah.
but I love the production side of things. When I was doing Always Be Kind about 4 months ago, that was one of the singles I just released, and it was just cool because I sat in my bedroom, wrote it with acoustic guitar, and then we started getting the band in it, and it was just like, dude, this song's awesome.
Is
you know?
that the one you did with Wayne Tubes?
No, that's Take My Hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the guys that I record with, Justin has played with Wayne Tubes. He
Oh,
was a
cool.
guitar player from Wayne Tubes.
Yeah.
And then so was Tony, the producer.
Huh.
Tony Ardwin. He used to
Yeah.
play with Wayne Tubes.
What about what year you think, or does he still do something?
No, they don't play with him anymore.
Okay.
So it's been probably 10, 15 years.
Okay, I might have seen him down south when I went home about that long ago, but I don't know who the new cat is playing with him right now. But he kind of looks like me except like thinner, and he's got
Younger.
and longer hair. and more luscious. I don't know. He might be a little older than me, but he anyway. I follow him on TikTok. But he's a really good guitar player. I just didn't know if anybody knew who he was now. I forgot his name.
And there's such talent in South Louisiana. Really, all of Louisiana.
Dude, what's so crazy is you're absolutely right. Like the music's just different down there. Like you got people who are obviously playing the squeeze box, but the guitar players, I mean, they're doing the Zydeco jazz, blues, funk fusion thing going on. It's I mean, it is. They call it up here. They call it Cooney music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Anyway, they can do it all too.
They can do it all, man. It's crazy. Yeah, I love it down there. But that's cool. You got to do all this stuff.
Yeah, those guys are really good.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I'm glad you asked that because I was about to ask the same thing about your recording.
Yeah. Well, we need to take our first break.
Break time.
And Bo Atkins, why don't you tell them about that daily lunch plate special?
We're here always, every day. There's a daily lunch special here at the Sundown Tavern. Today it is the chicken Philly sandwich.
Scrumptious.
So it's just like a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, but this one's made with grilled chicken.
Delicious.
Bell peppers, onions, provolone cheese. So y'all come up here and get some. Sundown Tavern every Monday. HonkyTalk podcast.
Also, if you like what you see behind you right here, we got some HonkyTalk podcast shirts available. Description, how to get these are going to be linked below. Messages on Facebook or email, or come down to Sundown when we're up here recording our podcast, and we'd be happy to hook you up with one.
Yes, and we have they're going fast. So,
what sizes you got left? I need an extra large.
Well, we have. I think we have a couple extra large left, and we may have a medium or two left. I think is what we got.
Yep. Okay. Well, we'll. Welcome back to the HonkyTalk podcast.
Ooh-wee.
We got Ben Allen Curry. So let's get in. Crazy, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the daily lunch plate special.
Correct.
Bo did.
You got to get that Philly chicken sandwich.
Yep.
But really, there's three sandwiches here that I think are the greatest.
Okay. Let me have it.
The cactus and chorizo sandwich was off the chain.
Amen.
And then what do they have there? Cuban? What they have?
Yep, the Cuban.
Oh. And then always, you can never go wrong with getting yourself a Reuben. So I'm a Reuben.
He's a Reuben freak.
Love it. But look, yep, we got Ben Allen Curry here. So me and Ben were when I got here to the Sundown Tavern today, Ben looked at me, he just shakes his head and looks at me. I'm like, what? He goes, you're just bad, like you bring bad voodoo with you or whatever.
Juju.
Juju, yeah, juju. I said, what are you talking about? Tell him what I'm talking about, Ben.
Well, the first time that we hung out writing that song, My Son, that will hopefully be in a movie one day.
Hopefully,
cross your fingers. I got a call that one of my guys on a location flipped a forklift over. So that was interesting. I can't believe we got through writing that song during that. And then today, get a call while I'm sitting in the parking lot that one of our skid steers got stolen. And it's really Bo's fault, 100%.
Yeah, I'm down.
I have nothing to do with any of this.
You stole it, didn't you, Bo?
No.
You know, last episode you were talking to me about how you needed a skid steer.
Right.
But
That's strange.
yeah.
Was it?
Hey, but I will say speaking of skid steers, the little minis that you stand on with the hand controllers, those are fun.
I've never got to use one of those.
Are you serious?
No.
Dude, they're fun to operate.
We had a Bobcat at Louisiana Tech. We called it a kitty cat. Those.
Yeah, that's right.
It was kind of small.
Yeah.
Kitty cat.
Kitty cat.
Hey, they're cute, man. They're cute.
Oh, God. Let's get back to them.
Okay, let's get back to the show.
So Ben was talking about how he wrote a song, My Son. And Ben's a hell of a songwriter. So if you haven't, make sure, Spotify, YouTube,
Apple Music,
Apple Music, Google Play, TikTok,
Amazon,
everything. Or if you're going to put up a post or something, use his music.
Yep.
We'll search his music and use it as the post. Help do that. Those things are important because I know he's mentioned Rig Welder a few times here too. But that Oilfield Money song I love that song and the way you sing it.
Thank you.
Because it's like a hyped up song. Because every time you say "Oilfield Money," I just want to get after it with you.
Get
every
cranked
time,
up.
hell yeah, money.
So I realized this the other day. I don't know if y'all know this song. It was Mo Pitney, I think is the guy's name. Does that ring a bell? Anyway, he's kind of a Nashville popular guy. But anyway, he had a song called "Local Honey," and he's singing about this girl and at the sugar stand, kind of like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
but the punchline was that local honey. And I was like, well, that sounds awful lot like Oilfield Money.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I subconsciously kind of took that and kind of ran with it.
Ran with it, yeah.
Well,
But if you listen to it, and I showed Chelsea this, I was like, am I ripping this guy off a little bit? She's like, it's not even close. But to me, in my mind, I'm like,
Right.
oh, that's where that melody came from,
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what did when he said honey, what did he say right afterward? What was the next line? Is it sleep when I die?
No, it definitely ain't that. Definitely wasn't that.
That's funny.
But you got to be, I think in some capacity, you got to be a good thief if you want to be a good songwriter.
I've been told that before from numerous people now.
Yep. How to reinvent it.
Yeah. I mean, because, every chord has been used.
Yeah. Actually, me and Nick were talking about that the other day. Because he was talking about like pedal boards and sounds and whatever music and different genres. And I was like, honestly, man, like we live in a time where it's pretty much been done.
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah, you got to get really creative.
you got to get really creative now because whether it's gospel, jazz, classical, whatever, chanting, I mean, there's different types. There's music from all eras,
Right.
and it's like it's all been done, and it's like okay, even like EDM now, like electronic music, like when they put it on the midis and like the 808 beats and stuff, and it's like we got DJs and like it's like Skrillex, like dubstep and everything, like all of that stuff has been done, man. Like, so what do you do?
Yeah. I mean, I think you can get a little creative with words
Yeah,
that
that's right.
haven't been used.
That's right.
Like new technology.
Yeah.
I mean, because they're not singing about cell phones.
That's
you know,
right.
back in the day.
That's right.
But then, all the chords have been used.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get a little creative with melodies.
Yeah.
But
That's what it has to be. It's like I found, I don't know if you've had to do this, but like when I write songs now or compose music, I had to like study like some theory to like make it creative.
Yeah.
It was like, man, I like G, D, E minor, C have been played millions
Thousands,
of times.
yeah.
It's just so what, like, how do you spice that up?
Right.
So learn a couple of different chords.
one thing I've done, I don't know if you guys ever tried this, but I actually got some books and it was on like Western terminology.
Okay.
And I would like go through this book and I would like saddle broke or was a term, right? And I tried to write a song around
good
that.
idea.
And,
Yeah.
like I've heard of some other guys kind of doing this, going to the library and finding books and find words and phrases to kind of write about.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. It's I've written a few songs. I mean, nothing that I don't think I've put anything out from it, but just to keep the creativeness going, like, try to get the count up of how many songs I've written. Because I mean, your first 50 songs are going to probably not be that good,
No, maybe 100.
Maybe 100, yeah.
I understand.
Or even if they're a song, we was talking about a couple podcasts ago. I think it was a Clay, and we was talking about you write what you think are songs, but really in reality it's one verse,
Yeah, right.
and it might be a whole sheet of paper.
Right.
And you're like, well, that's really just a verse.
Yeah.
It's not even two verses.
Yeah.
That's right.
The thing I do a lot is I think of something that I say all the time, like a phrase, and maybe this isn't the right way to do it, but this is what I've done. So like I think of like the other day I was writing a song, like, "Bombs Away." I was just thinking about hey, that's a thing that I've said, like bombs away, and I'm thinking about,
Yeah.
you know, how to kind of get to that point in the song where that's kind of the punchline. So
Yeah.
Bombs away.
bombs away.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I've been rolling this idea. You still haven't given me any inspiration just yet, Bo. But maybe you can. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I'm tired of y'all picking on me.
I'm trying to pick you up.
Go ahead.
All right. So I heard a comedian the other day use this phrase, and he was basically talking about this girl's clothes or something or whatever.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah. And he was like, "Yo," he's like, "You should." He's like, "That's from like back in 1990, never." And I was like,
There,
"Dude, that's alliteration." So I was like,
Write that
I wrote. So, dude, it's there, and I'm like, but I still haven't. I've been rolling around my head for like 3 weeks. I still can't come up with an idea yet. But
Yeah.
but it's a cool idea.
yeah, for sure. I like it. I mean, that's something that I would
Yeah.
seriously write down. I mean,
Yeah.
I've got a phone full of notes of just phrases and thoughts, and sometimes I start the song off with that
Yeah.
thought that I had, or I try to make it the chorus.
Yeah.
You know,
I end up writing my songs backwards for some reason.
I've done that before just to get out of
Yeah.
a rut.
Yeah. It's weird. It's always like when I wrote I'm writing a song for my little boy right now, and it's the story behind it is we were headed up to Nashville, saw a bunch of signs called on the signs on the interstate they were like slow down Memphis, you know, and my boy's name's Memphis.
So I was watching a podcast, Soul Gravy, I think is the guy's name. Anyway, he does a lot of guys, and he was saying something like his work is like halfway to Memphis. And I was like, halfway to Memphis. I was like, that sounds like a
it sounds
title.
like a song. Yeah. So the Slow Down Memphis song, I've been working on it, and it's just about how like we try to grow up too fast,
Absolutely.
you know, from a young age, and from my experience and his experiences, we share a lot of the same things. Like he's almost 4, but he can't wait to drive by himself. He can't wait to do this by himself, you know, do all this stuff. And like I was the same way, and my dad and my grandpa was like, "Man, slow down," you know. But it fit the bill. Like it was just like one of the lines is dang, I can't even remember it right now.
Yes, I'm not the only one that forgets things.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, man, I forget all the time. But it's basically it was like you can't rush time, try to make it last, slow down Memphis, you're going way too fast. You know?
That's it.
You know, it was a cool song. I'll show it to you after we get done. But
Cool.
But anyway, but I wrote the chorus backwards. Like I started out with that idea, and then I just went up.
Filled it in.
Yeah, filled it in. It was weird.
I've done that a bunch.
I can't wait to hear that song when it's done.
I know it's gonna
And
be good.
really, you hadn't sent me what you've written for the music, so I could write some stuff to it.
Well, check your Facebook Messenger. I sent you a video
When?
like 3 weeks ago.
Get with the times, Bo. Get with the times.
Get with my time.
Checking him right now. Fact check.
Fact check. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'll send it to you right now. I thought I did though. I might have sent it to my mom.
Oh wow,
Bo's a little behind. I've noticed on the technology.
I hate all this stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it if it didn't. If my media didn't rely on it, you know.
Right.
Like, but
Yeah, I don't have nothing.
are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm looking at it.
Are you sure?
This is bull.
I'm gonna send it to you right now. But go ahead.
One thing that I think Ben does a great job. Well, I know Ben does a great job of this because I see it all the time. You know, everybody has their different. Some people do Facebook, some people do Instagram, but Ben tears TikTok up. And one of the things I think is cool about his TikTok is that he does like out of the box, like just outside things. For instance, example, I don't know, about a month or so ago, you started doing spotlighting people that had maybe like less than 10,000 or 1,000 monthly listeners on Spotify or whatnot. But there's so much traffic going on his stuff, and plus he's a goober. He's goofy. He's all serious and calm right now, but he's really funny. And so he's got his personality comes out in those TikTok videos. Tell us when did you start doing the TikTok thing, and have you gotten things booked off of TikTok, or has anything happened for you off of just TikTok?
Yeah, I mean, TikTok's been a great avenue for me. I mean, really, that's what got me going and actually putting more songs out and doing these things because You know, I mean, I'd put a few songs out, but really I was just doing it for like a legacy, right? To have something that I've done that I can show my kids, like, hey, you know, if you got a dream, just go chase it. You know, because to me, putting music out was never obtainable. That wasn't ever a thing that I could, you know, people like me or you could even do. And then so anyway, and COVID kind of hit, and I started doing the TikTok thing and kind of connected with the oil field folks and the car guys of the world. And, you know, I had a buddy of mine tell me a long time ago, I know you say I'm funny and outgoing, but I'm kind of timid and shy, really. But anyway, he said, man, you've got an interesting life. Just be yourself.
Yeah,
you know, like some of the things that you've done, like people want to see that. They don't want fake somebody acting a certain way. They want to see authenticity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
anyway, yeah, I started putting TikToks out, and most recently, I mean, I've booked several shows out in West Texas off, you know, making a TikTok.
Wow.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, some of the things that kind of blow up, like to me, I mean, I would never have thought it. I mean, really, what took off was Oilfield Money song. That one kind of jump-started the whole TikTok thing, and then after that, it's just, you know, I post music, but also kind of post stupid stuff or
Yeah, of course.
And I wouldn't think that, you know, telling the audience that, hey, I got a show tonight in Odessa, Texas, is gonna blow up, but all of a sudden it does, and then I've got 25 people coming to here. So
That's right.
They're like, every time he does a post or something, he's got like over 100 hearts, and people are commenting on it and tagging other people in it and all that. And so you just watch it and say, wow, it's really cool to see that.
yeah, I had one. I don't know if you saw it, but it was a video of a what's that Elon Musk truck? And
Cybertruck.
Anyway, this guy out in Midland had one that was wrapped like the Duke boys.
Yeah,
Oh
I saw that,
my
yeah.
gosh.
And it's got like 2 million views and like
Hey, look, I know I saw a TikTok of a guy using a Cybertruck for his farm truck. Not gonna lie, he literally bought it as a farm truck, rolls around, it runs his welding machine, whatever he's got going on, and it's just like, what?
Wow.
That's so
It
crazy.
runs his welding machine?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I followed him and just kind of watch what he does, and he abuses that thing, man. He really abuses it.
Yeah. So anyway, back was kind of talking about the spotlighting of the artists. Like I'm such a fan of good music and sharing good music.
Yeah.
You know, like I want people to get to hear the things that I hear. Like, I mean, dude, I'm such a big fan of your stuff. I like every chance I get, I try to share it. Or Zeb Rogers, who I've written songs with, and like guys that nobody knows about.
That's
you know,
right.
I love sharing new things and sharing that, because man, I wish I could go back and hear some of this stuff for the first time again.
Yeah.
You know, like God, getting to hear Turnpike Troubadours.
Oh, I know.
Or you know,
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Well, the first time I ever heard like Keith Whitley,
yeah.
I was like the very first time I remember, I was just like, what is this, man? I'm like, this is like some real country music, and I was like, this stuff tells a story, and this hits right at home. I'm like, wow, you know, almost make a grown man cry.
Sure.
I know you loved him.
I'm always trying to look up who the songwriters are. So
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
every time I'm hearing a song, I have to know who wrote it.
Yeah,
And like I
that's
keep
right.
like a mental tally. Like
Yeah. Well, like Take My Hand. That song was written by Travis Thibodeau. The boy was 13 years old.
wow.
He wrote Take My Hand back in 1996. Travis Thibodeau, 13 years old, sold it to Wayne Toops. Wayne Toops recorded it at Dockside Studio in 96.
I wonder how much he paid for it.
I have no idea. Probably 20 grand.
That's wild.
A lot less than he's probably made off of it.
Yeah.
He's probably getting a lot of royalties still.
That's true. That's true. It's true.
But I can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speculation.
Well, all right. I mean, either take the 20 grand. Let's just say if it was 20 grand, and if he may not have said, "Hey, 20 grand, I own it outright." You never know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But you're absolutely right. And about looking up who the songwriters are, I've been starting to do that the more I got in the industry. And it's crazy how small that circle really is of people.
Right.
Okay. Okay, you know Gabe Lee.
Yeah, freaking love Gabe Lee.
Okay, Gabe Lee. he went to Nashville, met him a few times. He's a great songwriter. He's a songwriter in Nashville. Anyway, he did some work with Marcus King,
Oh yeah.
and he co-wrote. I think it was was it Delilah? Delilah, or it's one of his newer ones. Anyway, Gabe Lee helped him write. Marcus King write that song, and
wow.
it is blown up.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. Like the more I spent time in Nashville with these writers, and like the more people I meet, they're all like kind of in
It's
the
all
same.
connected.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, this really is a small network of people.
Yeah.
When I think if you find your genre or your niche, your type of music that you like,
Yeah.
you're going to see that a lot of them are all just running in the same circle
Yeah.
or writing together.
Yeah. Or,
Doing things together.
Or Mondo Sans.
Yeah.
Wrote with Miranda Lambert, Stoney LaRue,
Yeah.
some other people.
Yeah. That would be that'd be a breakthrough. You know.
So cool story. So we were, and you probably already know this, but he came and did he was just passing through, and he was hanging out with Monty, and I had this song that I wrote. It's called "Baptized in Muddy Waters," and I wrote most of it, but it needed like a chorus or like a bridge or something, and I show up at Monty's house basically, and Mondo's sitting in the kitchen. Mondo Sands, who wrote all these amazing songs, and I just pitched it to him. I said, "Hey man, I need a bridge or a chorus or something for it," and he was like, "Let's sit down and write it." So that morning, around 10 o'clock in the morning, sat down at the breakfast table. Before breakfast or anything, man, he busted out and we co-wrote together on that song.
That's
and
awesome.
it was, dude, it was just so cool to be, kind of in the circle of things.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe something will happen,
That's how I felt when I wrote with Bo. I was like, so privileged and honored.
dude. Yeah.
That's not a joke. That's for real.
Goodbye, blue.
Well, tell us about some of the stuff you've done with Zeb. And how did you and Zeb meet?
Well, actually, he heard Oilfield Money on the radio, and I think kind of hit me up. He's got a song called Jody. You know the song
yeah.
Jody.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
it's like an oil field song. He's like, hey man, you're in the oil field, blah blah. And I'm like, oh, no, this song kind of sucks, but we can hang out if you want. And, no, I didn't tell him that. It's I actually do like that song. But anyway, he came over and was playing Ponchatoula's.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey man, you come play with me. I was like, yeah. So ever since then, and then so he sent me a few like half songs. It was Stranger in the Room and golly, I can't remember the other one. But anyway, we just recently he just put two out that we wrote together. That I mean, he had the song right, and it's just that extra little.
That's right.
Sometimes you just need that. I mean, I can't.
Miles Run Out.
Miles run out.
Yeah, Miles Run Out.
That's I love that song.
My miles run out.
Yeah, that's such a. I mean, he brought that idea like.
It's a great song.
And he was like, we probably need to change this around. I was like, dude, that's the chorus right
Yeah.
there. Like, let's stick with that. And so anyway, I
Yeah.
wrote the second verse and he put it out. It's a good tune.
I love the way that song came out too, especially when that piano hits right there.
Oh, no.
That's the best song he's ever. When I say that's the best song, not production wise, they hit the nail on the head with that
Yeah,
song.
Right.
It's groovy.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I really like that one. And Stranger in the Room, too. That was such a good idea. Like, I mean, you don't think about that stuff until you're married and have kids. But
Well, that's right. I mean, that's absolutely true.
to me, those songs are extremely hard to write. But
Well, that's what really kind of drives the point in country music. That I like is you talk about the authenticity. That's a hard word. Authenticity of things. Just being real.
yeah.
Being you could say vulnerable and intimate in certain ways, but I love how that shows in your music, and like I think that makes good music no matter what genre. If you're genuine and real, it shows.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that was the other thing that really got my TikTok career and music career going was a song about my little girl, just
Oh yeah.
Birdie Ray.
Miss Birdie Ray.
That's it.
The one and only. She was. Can I tell that story?
Absolutely. Go ahead,
I
man.
don't know how much time we got, but anyway, so
We got some time.
me and my wife got married, and we got pregnant, and unfortunately lost a little girl. And
Sorry to hear that, man.
Thank you. Anyways, soon after that, we got pregnant again, and so like, we're automatically, or at least me, I'm trying not to think the worst, but I'm like, okay, is something going to happen again?
Yeah.
It's like
Fear.
fear. Right out of the gate.
100% natural.
I mean, it was like 2 years of just fear. So anyway, we had that happen and got pregnant with Birdie, and then at 20 weeks, we went to the doctor, and it was almost like the exact same thing. Like, hey, something's on the scan. We see something. We don't know what it is. You're going to have to go see a specialist. And so, like,
so
automatically, we're thinking the worst. And then,
of course.
So anyway, that day I came home, and we had already had her name picked out from day one. Like, this is who she was going to be. And came home after that 20-week visit, and it was just one of those songs that I wrote in like 2 minutes. Just
emotion.
Emotion, and it came out, and anyway, she's 3 years old now. She's doing really well, but she was born with spina bifida, so we had to move down to Houston for. I was probably the later half of her pregnancy and wait, because they, and I didn't know this at the time, but they actually are taking these patients and kids with her condition, and they're opening up the mother, they're doing surgery on her, and they're closing her back up.
That's crazy.
And letting her cook some more.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild, isn't it? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, you
can't crack the egg and put it back together.
I know.
I know,
but they're doing it.
They're doing it.
They're doing it.
Wow.
So anyway, we went down there as soon as we found out, because to see if she was a candidate, and luckily she wasn't. She was not.
She was not.
No, she was. Okay. She was doing good enough early on that.
You didn't have to do none of that.
We had to do some stuff, but she had the surgery after she was born. So as soon as she was born, she went. I went back with her, and they sewed her back up. I'll have to show you pictures.
Yeah,
it's wild.
Yeah,
it's wild. But what's crazy is my college roommate just had a daughter with spina bifida, and they did go have the surgery.
Wow. Now, what is spinal bifida? I mean, what is that?
It's like a neuro defect.
Okay.
So her spinal column didn't develop properly, so a lot of these kids have issues with walking or using the bathroom, and a lot of them are they're in crutches and wheelchairs. So this whole time I'm thinking, man, I'm gonna have to carry my daughter everywhere I go, and if I knew then what I know now, I would have never worried about it, right?
Well, sure, man.
Yeah, but then I mean, it was just complete fear 24/7 for 2 years to go from the first one, Willa, to Birdie Ray. Like,
but she's 3 and thriving, huh?
She's 3 and thriving. She has a few issues with going to the bathroom and stuff, but she's so far she's walking and running, and
she's hilarious, dude.
She's raising hell, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, that's a blessing, man.
Yeah,
it really is. Yeah,
she's funny. But they have that song. If you hadn't heard that, the song's called Birdie Ray, and didn't they play that on 175?
They did, I think, a few times.
Yeah.
I thought I remember hearing it on there, but it's a very moving song and it's and a good song too, not just a depressing song. Yeah. But the song's very moving.
Yes, we made a video of me playing that to my wife for the first time. Well, I had most of it written, and then I had it all written, and then she had heard the first part, but never heard the second verse that I finished up. And so I had a video of me playing that to her, and it blew up on TikTok, and kind of got things going.
That's awesome.
So anyway, I had T-shirts made for her, and all this kind of cool stuff. So
man, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Birdie Ray.
That's right. Well, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to the HonkyTalk podcast, episode number 22.
22. I cannot believe we're at 22.
That's right.
Keep doing it, guys. I love it.
And thank you, Ben, for just coming and hanging out with us, telling your story, telling us musical insights about yourself. We love hearing that stuff.
Appreciate you having
That's what we're about.
That's right. And so tell the lovely audience where your music can be found, where they can follow you, your handles and all your stuff.
Yeah.
If they want to book you, where do they go?
Yeah, just shoot me an email, benallencurry@gmail.com. I'd love to come play. I've got music on everywhere you stream it, Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. I did a video for a song Car Guy, which I wrote for my old man. He's a Ruston local Mr. Fix-It. All my buddies would go to him to get cars fixed, and of course I grew up drag racing, so I wrote that song for him, and all the rest of them are on there. I've got 5 songs that are in the chamber ready to go.
Cool.
Getting ready to send those down the pipeline, but just kind of waiting,
Cool.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Facebook,
Did you
TikTok,
all that stuff? Ben Allen Curry.
Ben Allen Curry, BenAllen
Len
and Curry CURY.
RY.
There you go.
That's right. Well, Honky Talk Podcast has done it again, baby, at the Sundown Tavern, where we're always saving Rustin one sandwich at a time.
It's Honkies with a Kick.
My woman left me, you know how it goes. Now she says I owe money for some kids I don't know. Yeah, I've got a few dollars and things in my name. So when the judge comes a-calling, this is all I can say. Yes, sir, that's a new truck. For work, not for fun. Yes, sir, that's a hot rod, but it doesn't run. Yes, sir, that's a new boat I got on sale. Yes, sir, I sent her payment, her checks in the mail. She called me on Friday, wants to know where it's at. Junior needs braces, sister started class. The sheriff came a-knocking, wants to know where the funds. On New Year's Day, sir, the mail doesn't run. All right now. Yes, sir, that's a new truck. For work, not for fun. Yes, sir, that's a hot rod, but it doesn't run. Yes, sir, that's a new boat I got on sale. Yes, sir, I sent her payment, her checks in the mail. Now when you send your warrant, please send in the mail.